starting a new thing on the channel today, guys. I think I'm going to call it Survival Challenge. This is going to be Survival Challenge number 1. What I'm going to do is issue a challenge, and it's going to be based on a specific level. So we're going to have levels 1, 2, 3, and 4. 1 is basic, 2 is intermediate, 3 is advanced, and 4 is pimp status. And these are going to be the difficulties. You know what I'm saying? A lot of these challenges are going to have numerous levels of difficulty. And I'm going to issue the challenge, and I am going to complete it in the video. That's what me and Super Beast are on our way to do right now. And I will complete the challenge at the listed difficulty level. So today we are going to do a beginner level, so level 1 challenge on getting some water. So this is a water collection and consumption challenge. And here's the challenge, dudes.
Found it.
You're making this too easy, man.
You said you
My wife's making it too easy. There's like a freaking giant pond, like
Do you want me to
chilling
go
right there in the road.
Want me to go further? We're gonna go further.
Let's just keep driving for a bit. I need to get some cool footage anyways. Here's the rules to this challenge, guys. Number 1, this water source you're gonna find and collect water from must not be on your property or a friend's or family member's property. Right now, since we are technically not on the ranch, I can stop right now and collect water out of one of these ponds. Well, puddles, really, giant puddles. Rule number 2, the water must not belong to you, okay? Rule number 3, it must be within walking distance of your domicile. And you should walk to it if you can. The reason we're taking the truck is because I currently have an injury right now, and I can't walk to the cattle pond I wanted us to get to. We'll see if we make it that far, though. So you guys are just going to have to kind of play it by ear. If you have any disabilities, let common sense prevail, all right? Adjust the challenge as necessary. Rule number 4, running water from a spigot is okay, as long as the spigot does not belong to you and you don't get caught getting water out of the spigot. Rule number 5, you must collect 2 quarts of water minimum per person. Also, when it comes to participants, you can do this with other people if you want, but you need to limit them to either immediate family members or friends that are in your inner circle. Right, dudes? That means people that you can trust with your life. People you know you can trust with your life, because operational security demands that you don't just share with, you know, casual friends that you're into this kind of thing. Rule number 6, you must bring the water back to your domicile, tent, cardboard box, etc., whatever it's going to be, wherever you live, while keeping it concealed. There's going to be a lot of reasons in SHTF type situations where you might not want people to know what you're up to. All right, so we're just going to practice keeping it hidden. Rule number 7, you must filter or boil the water if necessary. If not necessary, you don't need to worry about it. And you cannot use your kitchen stove or oven to get this done unless it would operate in a grid down scenario. So you guys are gonna see, we're gonna take the water back to the ranch. We're actually gonna boil it on the stovetop because all the gas run appliances on the ranch run on propane. They are not plumbed to the grid. Again, if you want to make the challenge a little bit more difficult, feel free to use a camp stove or a fire or even charcoal briquettes, whatever you want to do. The last rule, rule number 8, is that you will drink the water or use it as a part of your regular cooking. So we're talking consumption. Don't use it to wash your armpits and your crack, all right? You have to actually put it down your throat or cook with it. Okay, which means it should be going down your throat, like making a soup or something like that. All right, dudes, those are the rules. Let's go get out to that cattle pond, honey. All right, why did we decide to use this 1 gallon jug, honey?
Because it was empty.
Because it was empty. And it holds 4 quarts. And things like this are easy to scrounge, guys. We could have used some high-speed bottle out of our get-home bag or something like that. And we decided not to do that. Just something you could find on the side of a highway or the side of a dirt road. All right. Go fill it up. You got a hole in your butt. My wife blew the ass out of her pants.
Dude. Wow.
Make sure you get some of that mud in there.
Oh, I'm getting it just for you.
You're drinking it too. You guys can see this is some pretty nasty water right here. That drone is kind of loud, isn't it?
That good?
Yeah. In the cattle country of the wide open West, solar wells are a common sight. Basically, these things pump water into a big pond back there. We basically call them guzzlers and keep the cattle nice and watered up. But it's a big bonus if you're a survivalist living in the area. Remember, it's got to be brought back concealed. Not hard to do in a truck. We're going to stick it in the back with the dogs, though. And I got my shemagh. I brought my haversack with me, like always. So we'll just cover that baby up. And remember, guys, this is level 1 of this challenge. That's what we are completing. You guys are likely to see these challenges pop up again down the road at some point in time, and I'll be challenging you to complete it at a higher level of difficulty, but we're going to do this as easily as we possibly can. There's something else we could obviously do out here. We do have my haversack, and within it If I can find it one-handed. Where are you? Oh, I was digging underneath it. Within it is a life straw. So we could easily take this gallon of water back home, bust out the life straw and suck it down. We could also drink some water while we're out here. Be careful if you're using these life straws, dudes. When you're done using them, you have to blow them out really good. That's what she said. If you don't, I think that the water swells the filter element, and the next time you go to use it, it's going to be clogged. Let me film the hole in your pants.
No, it's dirty.
It is a dirty hole. It's dirty. Oh my goodness. It was time to head back to the ranch and get this water to a boil. But on the way back, we saw something super cool. I got some sick ass shots, and here it is. Just saw something I want to show you guys. If you want to add some difficulty to this challenge for yourself, don't bring a bottle or a container with you. Get out there and look. All right, what do we got here? We've got an old Coronita bottle. I don't think I've ever even heard of it, Coronita. 7 fluid ounces? Who drinks these puny ass little things, man? Come on. This ain't gonna put any hair on your balls. But you guys get the idea. Get out there, find a container, and make that work for you if you want to make this more difficult. We're home, and we might want to go ahead and run this through something to get any sediment out, right? Since you tried to put mud in it for me.
I don't think there is. I think I did a good job.
Yeah, it looks like there's just a little bit of algae in it, and it probably tastes like cow shit. What are your guesses? Cow shit.
Smells like it.
I've drunk water that tastes like cow shit before. And I didn't even filter it. And I'm still alive, guys, but we're going to be smart about it, and fire cleanses all things. Right, babe? So we're definitely going to boil it, but let's run it through a handkerchief, just for shits and giggles. And we're at home, we could use coffee filters, right?
Yeah, or cheesecloth.
Yeah, cheesecloth, kind of like really rough though, right? Not that fine cheesecloth.
Layer it up.
Yeah, I guess you layer it up. She obviously is the one that uses all the cheesecloth around here. Yeah, my brain went straight to coffee filters, but we're gonna do it with a bandana because I always have my EDC bandana on me, so we'll use that. My little brainiac here came up with a great idea. She's tying it onto the handles of the pot. Okay, ready? So we got 2 layers of bandana.
Yep.
Break the surface tension in there. That's what it is, we get air trap. rub our hand around the side. Right there. Yeah. Doesn't really look like we're catching anything.
See?
Let's leave that just a little bit. I thought you would have got more mud in there for me.
It is a cow pond after all.
Fail on you trying to hook me up with mud. The water has been boiling for about 10 minutes, and we're going to turn it off and put it outside to cool down. Go out the front door with it. You guys don't want none of this. I put it on the ground's cool, so it's going to help soak up that heat a little faster, and when it's cold enough to drink, we'll do this thing. It's been almost 24 hours since I put this water out here, dudes. You can see it still looks like cow shit water. I actually thought it might have a little ice on top of it, because it was about 19 degrees last night, but it must have been still pretty warm when it was getting cold. But I just worked out and I need to take my creatine, so I'm just gonna mix creatine in with the shit water and make it suck twice as bad. I'm doing this one-handed. There we go. Honestly, dudes, tastes like mud with a little bit of cow shit thrown in, like just a hint. But like we discussed earlier in the video, fire cleanses all things, dudes. Let's go over it real quick because there's some additional tips I can kind of throw out there regarding this kind of thing. Obviously, using this water to cook with is going to make it more enjoyable for you. All right. But you're not always going to be able to do that in a survival situation. Making broths with bones from a carcass is another way. You know, you make yourself some bone broth, maybe with some bits of meat left on the bones and stuff like that. Salt it. That's going to be a lot tastier than, you know, pounding the water straight. Another quick little pro tip would be the thermal load of water. So dudes, water has 20 times the thermal load as air. And what that means is if you end up out in 32-degree water, you're going to get cold 20 times as fast were you out in 32-degree air. And so in a survival situation, you want to think about this, right? Like if we were having a hard time of it and having a hard time getting calories, my wife and I would have just drunk this water last night when it was as hot as we could stand. And the reason is because that water would warm you up inside, warm your body up. If you drink room temperature water, obviously it doesn't warm you up. But if you drink really cold water like I just did, your body actually has to burn calories to heat that water up. That's what happens. All right, guys? So keep that in mind. You don't want to be burning those extra calories in shit hit the fan. One last thing before I wrap this up, dudes, I obviously have to throw a little bit of a disclaimer out there. Here's the deal. Nobody is making you participate in any of these exercises. If you decide to do it, it's on you. If you decide to get out there, collect a whole bunch of dirty ass water, don't treat it properly, drink it and get parasites, that's on you. It's not on me. I'm not going to accept responsibility for your safety because you decided to participate. That's it. I'm going to end the video right there, guys. I hope you enjoyed the survival challenge. If you did, comments down below. Let me know if you want me to do more of these things. Also, if you have a YouTube channel, film yourself doing the challenge, drop the link down in the comments. All right, guys, I'll come check it out, man. And remember, dudes, watching the video is not as good as getting out there and doing it. That's why I'm doing this whole new series, guys, is to produce results for us, okay? So that's it, guys. Make sure you like it. Share the video with someone who would enjoy doing the challenge. Tell me how I should kill all my roosters down here. Take care. Keep getting ready. I'll see y'all in the next one.